Well, we have bank runs, bankruptcies, and BS. Cue the fire. That would be the BS. Anything government official-wise, that's usually BS. Hey, remember, also we have things that are triggering global chaos, but I will get to the good news in a moment. Remember we were trying to figure out, so why do they want to like double the size of the IRS? Oh, I figured that out, Jimmy. IRS forces gig workers. That means if you have a lemonade stand, or you walk a dog, or you drive a car, if you make anything above $600 for the whole year, or if your sister gives you $600 Venmo, or which would be about $1.50 or $1.64 a day. If you're making more than that, make sure you report to the IRS. Otherwise, that is tax evasion and you go to jail. Now, if you create a big, gigantic Ponzi scheme in crypto, well, then you could like live in the Bahamas or something. Coming in from breaking news, the Fed. Hey, did you guys see their balance sheet? Look at. Oh, is it over there? It's that way. Yes, I'm sorry. I moved myself over here for you so you can see my big black thing. Look all the way over there. See that blue line that's going to infinity and down below? Yes, that is how much they're making. See, above the black line, they're making money, sending it over the Treasury. Below, that would be insolvent. Looks like the Fed might be filing for a BK or Chapter 11 or whatever you do if you have the printer. I don't know whatever Ponzi scheme they have going on. Just print your way out of it. We'll pay for it in our taxes. Look at that. That's coming from Fred. Liabilities, capital. You know, when you have capital and you have liabilities, you have earnings. See, not so much earning over there. Earning nothing. I mean, look how bad this is coming in from Reuters, who I hate their banner. Hey, Reuters, can you just stick it? You like where I can't read anything. You cover everything. Fed on track. You know what? I know how to fix it. Control QRSTUV. Fed on track for tens of billions of losses amid inflation fight. Basically destroying the system that they are building, which is confusing for me. Like, you guys don't have to do this. Even like El Aaron, did I say it? Mohammed El Aaron. He's just, I guess Jerome's going to go down with the ship. All right, Captain. Fed is losing billions, wiping out profits. That's fun spending, right? You want stimmy? Let's create bonds, right? That's just how this whole system works. You want these things? I think they could just probably print these. That's nothing. These things that sound like money, it's probably why they call them sound money. This, you can't really print. Make sure you get some. Fed is losing billions, wiping out profits that fund spending so you can go do your thing, and GDP goes up. The magical crystal meth that they use to get that thing going, crystal banks, central banks around the world paying more in interest. So, well, I'm kind of shocked, too, that they've let it go on for this long. Governments may need to make up holes at central banks. You know what I'd like? Wouldn't it be nice? Mohammed, you'd probably agree with me. I like your stash. That's nice. You know what's better? The stash or the brows? They work together. But I always taught my high school kids in business, I said, if they ever start, shaking hands up there, that's when you have to like separate them. But Mohammed is saying Fed would only pivot over financial stability. And I'm going to show you in this video that they've already created a complete disaster. Well, okay, let me paint a picture. You have a forest, okay? You allow the forest to go dry. That's not good. Imagine, there is no agua anywhere. It's like California. It is just desert. And you're sitting there and you're holding the match. And you throw the match. We're at that throw the match stage. And really quickly, there will be a forest fire. And you want to know the only one who could put it out? A cartoon character like Johnny Bravo. Just snaps his fingers. It's completely gone. But you've just started to witness it. There's no one to put it out. This thing's going to rage. We have inverted yield curves worldwide that you have never seen. Never, ever, 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 never. And also, this is going to affect your equity market, your stock market, the risk on market, and it could be 15 years, 20 years of a bear market. So hopefully you guys have your life preservers on. Also, if you could, I have mine right here. Johnny Bravo, save the Bravo. This is my life preserver that I put on once in a blue moon, because I forget that I'm actually standing on Skylar and it. If you can hit the like button, it saves the channel. And if I say things that interest you, maybe you could consider subscribing, because YouTube seems to take away as much as they give. Profits and losses aren't usually thought of as a consideration for central banks. Oh, yes, it is. But rapidly mounting red ink. See, they're in the red. You want to be in the black. They're in the red. They're losing money. They're losing, and I could be wrong, but I believe we're close to $1 trillion. Red ink at the Federal Reserve and many peers risk becoming more than just an accounting oddity. Where is this happening, do you ask? Right there. Next line, the bond market. That is what controls the entire world. The entire world is just government saying, hey, I got a sheet of paper. On that sheet of paper, we're going to write the word bond. Anyone want to buy the bond? Huh? Hey, how about you, banks? The banks say, sure, we will. Actually, it comes over here, right? Out of this way, yes, we will buy those bonds with our customers' deposits. Oh, that's great. So then they take your money, they buy the bonds, and they just keep this circle jerk going round and round. Which also, in hindsight, I'm surprised that Jerome has made it this far. So congratulations. Keep driving down the freeway at 90 miles an hour with no tires, right? Oh no, it's working, right? Well, it's working until you grind off everything and there goes the engine, right? You just wait. You guys got to wait on this. This is going to be hilarious. Your 30-year, I think that's it. That's your double top. I don't think you're going to see higher than that. Your 10-year, that's when you want to refinance your house. That is your double top. Congratulations. The 2-year is what Jerome follows. That could be a high probability of a head and shoulder. That will play out lower. That would be your top right there. And for those of you that want to know when Fed pivot, well, I will help you. It's when two lines intersect. So first, you go to 2-year yield. This is the yield. This is what the bond pays. I'm actually thinking about putting a big chunk at 4.75. That would be my yield. So if I give them, or the bank, or I do I bonds, but I think 10 grand is all you can do. I think that's about 8% right now. So if you got 10 grand and you like bonds, it's debt, it's bondage, it's your thing. You do you. You can do that. But this actually, I'm showing a white. It just feels like America right now. We got red, white, and blue. White line is your 200. Sorry, this is what I use for swing trading. That is my Bravo 9. This is not what you're going to be using unless you want to swing trade this. This is what I do. Everything goes in swing. See the swing down, and then you got the beat up, and it goes really high, and you make lots of paper trading money. Also, I was running a Cyber Monday deal, and I say, oh, also take advantage if you guys are traders. You know who you are. TradingView's offering, this is once in a lifetime thing. Once a year, you get this opportunity. Get a couple hours. You currently have 11 hours left. Link in the description if you want to grab the TradingView. This is something that I use. Also, since they're doing, I guess I'll do it. You got 11 hours, 13 minutes, and 4 seconds if you want to grab my 2 courses on how to do this. You can swing trade for 200. I think I'll put that one in there. And I will do my bear market course for 200 also, or it might be 199, something. Link in the description. Yeah, on that one, that was your swing, but these are not the droids you're looking for. So let me get rid of this. If you want to find that, it's also SMA 9/blah, blah, blah. It's in the course. Where is my Fed funds, right? Ta-da, it's orange. So once you see that orange line cross, and you could do that too, that's actually, I teach you how to put that in the bear market. This blue line needs to cross the orange line. The orange line that is Jerome following the blue line. That's all they do. They just follow the bond market. They really don't have very much. They have influence with their mouths, but they're not doing anything. I know people are like, oh, the Fed's in charge of interest rates. They're not. No, Bravo, but they're in charge of the stock market. No, they're not. They're not in charge of anything. The people just, for some reason, they're like, this is God. Look at him. He is amazing. Also, when the Fed pivots, I've showed you charts like this. Don't fall for it. Just because the Fed pivots doesn't mean that, okay, let's pile in, because everyone does. They find out that the Fed's going to pivot. They pile in, and you still lose 48%, 15%, 30%, 51%, 58%. So don't be the fool. Learn how to do this. Look at charts. That is not the chart you're wanting to look at, but I do come providing the chart. The next secular bear market may be on us, or upon us. You have to understand, if you go way back in time, You have secular bear markets like this last 5 to 25 years. So if you have 25 years on your side over the last 150, well, then you're fine. But everyone is suffering from recency bias, and you keep using the same things. Don't fight the Fed. The Fed's going to save us, blah, blah, blah. You want to know what saved you last time, 2020? It was the CARES Act. It was about $5 to $10 trillion of good old bonds, just pumping money into the system. It works like a charm until it doesn't. See, our GDP to debt is so at extensions that it's grinding to a halt, which then you have the Great Reset. That will be tomorrow's video. That will be shelved because I'll say things that get me in trouble, but you need to understand where we are going in our monetary system. But if you're looking at this over the last 150 years of market history, thank you, Lance Roberts, by the way, 100% of the market gains occurred in only 5 secular bull markets, as seen above my hairdo. And this is why I am risk averse. I don't want to get trapped, and I don't want to trap you. Maybe you don't have 5 to 50 years to sit it out and go like, oh, can't wait to break even on this one. No, I teach you how to make money going down. Hey, that's a solution. And then I teach you how to make money going up. Hey, another solution. Rather than giving your money to a fund manager, which these guys work their booties off. But they're not sitting there and trading. Sorry, you got to put in a little work, but you got to put it in work to make money. That's kind of how your parents probably told you. If you don't work, you're not going to make any money. And if it was that easy, everyone would be doing it, which I think it's easy, but hey, I'm not everyone. That chart, thank you, Robert Schiller. I got a better one. How about, and that's the valuations and earnings. How about a log scale? Where is that? I'll show you how to turn it on and turn it off. You got 11 hours left. Log scale, that's right there. That button. You click on that, and it smooths it out for you. If we were to take a look at the log scale, thank you again, Lance, there's your secular bear. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, thank you yesterday for you guys helping me out with the word soldering or soldering, along with shoot. It just fell out of my head because I said that word. You want to weld. You guys are so cute. Come on, don't tell me you don't screw up your whole life too. Secular and bull. Look at this. Secular bear. Imagine trying to make money in that. You're not going to do it. You will, because look at the swings. You see, and then you got the bull. That's what you just came out of. That was the 1929. No, it wasn't that. The Roaring 20s. Great time until you hit the 30s, right? Same thing. But there's so much money to be made in that. What was that, a sentence? To be made in that. I just got excited because look at these swings. And then we have a bull, and then we have a bear, but we have the dips, and then we have a bull, and then we have a bear, and now a bull. And guess what we're currently going to go into? Well, let me help you with that. Where's my finger? I don't know which side. Oh, it's that side. It goes that way. It's like trying to do something in the mirror. So looking at that is your valuations. Look at the valuations. Look at them dumping. 27.72. Not 13. Right there, we're at 27, which is pretty high. PE ratios. You got your secular bull. You haven't seen it pull back yet. Now, have you? But you will. And I can show you chart after chart after chart, and it has everything to do with these yield curves. Look at the red line over there. Boop. See, it's going the wrong way. The red line where it says 4.65, which I'm going to make a rate on that with my money until the reset, then I lose all of it. So that'll be a bummer. And then look at the market. It's pulled back, but we haven't seen these kind of crashes yet. But I am pretty sure that this area, see that? Wait, which way does my finger go? No. See this? That area from there to there? Not yet. Hold on. Let's see if it looks anything similar to what we have up there. See that? Let me see if I can zoom in, zoom out, move it over. See? Not yet. As your ex-wife would say going through the divorce, you haven't seen nothing yet. But Bravo, I don't get it. You're saying it's all so bad, but the market went up today. Did it? Nah, it's flat. S&P down, Dow 0.02. Don't hold your breath on that one. NASDAQ down, and Russell, you got a half on the Russell. Congratulations, all 5,000 of you. Global yield curve inverts in signal a recession is brewing. Excuse me while I laugh. Look where we're at. Go all the way back to forever. I see nothing. Actually, maybe this of a previous photo. Please. Really? How does this have anything to do with the yield curve? Global yield curve. So I guess that's what a global yield curve looks like. Some dude with a backpack. Leave it to me to get better images. Oh, and because of that, you subscribe. Come on. Help a brother out. Get me to 200,000. That'll be... I don't need 1 million. Just, when you're kind of off on that round number, like 180, can you push it a little bit more? Maybe a little cooler at the bar. Look, here's German. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Nein? That was their yield curve. It didn't work out well. It was horrible. It was terrible. Terrible. When have we seen this again? That was 2008. I wasn't over there in 08. When was I over there? I don't know. That would be a squirrel. Oh my goodness, look where we're at now. We are in far more worser shape. And also thank you to Stephen Van Meter and Eurodollar University for this image. I'm actually ripping this off from Jeff Snyder, who has pictures of nothing behind him. So maybe I'll send him one of me. But bravo, with all of this bad news, how bad is it going to be? Really? I don't know. 15 years? 20? 30? Your whole life? I don't know. Just trade it. It's okay going down. You make money going down. It's okay going up. You make money going up. Don't be don't be Chad who just tries to find a bottom. And this is coming in from Market Watch. A recession, yay, akin to 1969, 1970 awaits. U.S. next year. And as The Economist writes, while economic momentum has protected, really? Come on. I don't think giving people $10 trillion to fracking go out there and buy Vizio 32-inch TVs. You got to put that all the way over the nose, ma'am. That's not improperly worn. Guys, come on. We've kicked the can. It's full. It's stuffed. Santa can't even lift this thing. But The Economist says, what's around the bend in 2023 is the bigger worry. Yeah, you think? Wow, looks like everyone is buying TVs. Look, they're buying TVs. They're buying TVs. That's some wisdom there. I love how these reports from S&P Global Ratings, GDP, gross domestic pixie dust will decline by 0.8. Come on, how do you know that? Probably because you're already cooking the books. You getting a little ahead of the schedule. A mild recession in line with the 1969 and 1970 recession. My issue is, what do you guys have to fix it? And I say absolutely nothing. The economy, kaput. Since we're speaking, since we're speaking German, nothing. Nine. No economy, no fixing this thing. But just be on the right side of the trade. Look, Douchey Bank recently forecasting a further 25% tumble for major indices from current levels. Great. So you would think, hey, this is a great time to short Deutsche Bank. It's actually not. It's probably a good time to buy it. Crazy. You should look at the charts. Learn the charts. Deutsche Bank also was among the first major banks to forecast a U.S. recession. That would be me. These are just obvious. Come on. But the ranks of recessionary forecasts have been growing steadily. Really? I mean, a 3-year-old could have figured this out. But bravo, that is not true. A 3-year-old couldn't have figured it out, because I walk down the street, I see help wanted. Come on. Look at all these jobs. Yes, those are jobs that you can't even survive in your mom's basement. Oh, and last but not least, we have a breaking banner. Fed Chair Powell speech. Please tell me, enlighten me, Mr. Fed Chair, how FTX death spiral spelled doom for BlockFi. Oh, just go down the list. It's not just going to be, it's going to be FTX, it's going to be BlockFi. Yeah, just go ahead and leverage and see what S&P, NASDAQ closed lower for come on, lower. We just watched it. It was like nothing. Third day as investors look to Fed Chair Powell's speech. But you don't have to look to Fed Chair Powell's speech. Try to say that 5 times Tough. That was a tough one. Say it fast. Go ahead. Because you know what's going to happen. The market's going to go up. The Fed's going to pivot. The market's going to go up. The market's going to front run the Fed. And then the stock market goes up. But then it's going to crash by 53%. And I don't know how long. I don't know. It could be, could last for 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 million, a quadrillion. I don't know. So again, take my course on how to trade this. Look at the charts. If you don't know it, I'll save you a lifetime. And also make sure if you make more than $1.64, whatever it is a day, that you give all those new IRS agents the money that they well deserve. And I will see you tomorrow because I work every day of my life. Tomorrow's a good video. I'm already writing.